Good afternoon, everybody. This is Yashaswini, your embryologist from ESHA IVF Fertility Center. So today I'm here to talk to you about a very basic and interesting topic, how to improve semen quality. So before we dive into it, let me tell you one interesting fact about sperm. So sperm is the smallest cell in human existence. That is, it is a tiny weeny cell which is the smallest cell existing in the human existence. Before we dive into this, let me tell you basic about what is semen analysis and how do we do and how do we assess the semen quality. When semen analysis is done, that's a basic test what we do to all patients, or what is done to check the fertility status of a male patient. So in semen analysis, what happens is we assess sperm quality present in the semen. So in ejaculate, there are million sperms present. So what we generally assess is count, that is how many sperms are present in the ejaculate, and motility of the sperm, that is how motile, how many percentage in 100 are motile sperm which have a capability to move through their tail action, and the morphology. Like we have head, neck and tail, sperm also has head, neck and tail. Individual parts contribute to the individual functionality in the fertilization. So the next question is, generally what we encounter is, how do we improve the semen quality? So the male fertility is actually influenced by so many factors. One is lifestyle, clothing, exercise, sleeping pattern, and the amount of and the diet pattern what we follow. So let's go to each thing in a detailed manner. What is the importance of clothing in men for the semen analysis? So like we know, testicles are located outside the body. Do you know why is it located outside the body? Because the temperature of the testicles is 2 degrees lesser than the human body. That is, the temperature of testes is 35 degrees. So which is ideal for semen production. So when a person wears tight clothing and does a vigorous exercise, or places the mobile or laptop, even laptop for that matter, it induces a lot of heat, which would in turn hamper in the high heat generation in the testicle region, which would hamper the spermatogenesis. So which which in turn leads to lot of complication, maybe leads to defect in the sperm present in the ejaculate, or might as well reduce the sperm count, which could hamper in turn the spermatogenesis, which could lead to maybe morphological defect or count defect, or other parameters being affected in the semen production. The second thing is sleep pattern. So what happens in the sleep is, when an ideal human body is not set to work for 24 hours, we need ideal sleep of at least 6 to 7 hours. What happens in this span is, all our mind is rested well, our hormones are functioning well, our general main spermatogenesis depends on the male hormone functionality. So when our brain is rested well, there is a pituitary gland which regulates the entire hormone of male or female. So when we rested well, the pituitary function will be also well, so which could again leads to a good spermatogenesis, which could have a good semen quality. Again, when it comes to diet, so diet is a basic thing which should be followed from male, or irrespective of male or female. So our body is composed of a lot of things. So the basic component in the diet is carbohydrate, protein and good fats. So what happens is, carbohydrate which gives the energy, and protein is the building block for our all functionality or muscles, and then good fat is also needed for few cells which function through good fat burning. So when we take everything in the proportion that our body requires, this also in turn leads to a normal hormonal maybe balance. So when we take balanced food in our diet, which could lead to a normal hormonal balance in the body, so which could again have a impact on the spermatogenesis, so which in turn will give us good semen quality. So one more important factor being which we observe is stress. So when a person is stressed, so that leads to so many negative hormones being released in our body. So what happens when the negative hormone is released in our body? When the negative hormone is released in our body, it again hampers the pituitary, testicles and that axis of spermatogenesis, which again leads to a hampering in the spermatogenesis. So basically what we need to conclude with, basically what we need to do is, the basic thing in this is we need to have a good amount of sleep, that is 6 to 7 hours of sleep in a day. And I cannot say you avoid stress completely. For the stress factor, what we could do is we can do healthy, maybe walking, not a vigorous exercise, maybe just walking to calm or to keep our mind at peace. And also maybe we could do some yoga or meditation, which again balances the hormonal axis. And one more thing we could add in our diet is fruits, taking of citric fruits, maybe fish and other proteins. And also when you take chicken and other meat products, to make sure to take fat-free meat, which is in turn is just a source of protein to our body. So at the end, I would like to say, semen quality. To conclude, I would love to say a few things to you. You have a balanced life, which includes balanced food, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and good stress management. If you are planning for late pregnancy, then you might as well go for semen preservation or egg preservation. So this is another interesting topic which we could cover the next time. And stay happy. Thank you.